guess we're gonna do another one just to show you guys. Alright guys, so change of scenery. If you look a little closer, you can see garage is completely different. I ended up moving to a different house. That's why I haven't posted in a while. I've been moving or guys in the garage. You can see we have way more space now. I have the fabrication on this side. Anything I have to do on this side, and now we have a wall of engines finally. As well as I'm gonna tell you guys what's going on with the yellow car, because last video you guys saw that the engine was out of it and needed some work. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this thing a little bit better. You can see it's still here. No engine, so I'm gonna let you guys know what happened with that engine. I'm honestly tired of this car. Put a lot of money into it just to have these issues. Gotta plan it out better, find the right people to do the work, so I don't have to keep second guessing the work and get the car wrapped up finally. Because I want to see this car running as much as you guys want to do it too. And this car too. Gotta pull the engine out so we can build it, so you can start going drifting pretty soon. So you look in this corner. There's a 20B out of the yellow car. The rotors actually came out really good. You see it had just like staining, but the rotor's good. There's nothing wrong with it. The only issue I have is that there were some parts that I was second guessing when I put into the engine, that when I took it apart, now there's a part that's gonna basically go back through it, redo it, change it up. So when I go, that way when we put the engine back together, we have no issues whatsoever with this car. I can actually turn it on, drive it, and not worry about anything failing anymore. As well as I pulled the engine out of the white car, so I can change the front cover. I gotta change the front cover, the oil pan, water pump, and we should be good to go put it back in the car. But today's video is mostly focused on a little surprise. So my dad's out of town. He comes back on Friday. We have to do this. I ended up picking up his car while he was out of town, so I'm just gonna go ahead, do the wiring. I have to do fuel lines, wiring. So I'm on a really crazy deadline. Probably not gonna see me do all the work. Just gonna see me turn the car on, tune it, and then we'll do some failure talk about all the engines. Cause if you look back there, there's a 4-rotor back there, and a 3-rotor, and a 3-rotor, and a 3-rotor. So we'll talk about that stuff. But for now, I'm just gonna put the camera down, get back in the car. I have to wire the ECU to it, or LS coils, fuel lines, fuel pump, fuel filter, little things here and there, and I do not have time to record it, so you guys are gonna see the end result. Definitely a little bit tired. I was up all night working in this car. This is a surprise for my dad. Right now we're about to go meet him. He doesn't know I have the car. So we're about to go meet him at basically like a flea market on the street that he wants to go look at some things. But we're going to pull up with the Rx7 and see what he thinks of it. It is my first time driving the car, so it might run a little bit rough. But I want to drive the car and surprise him with it. So we're just going to limp it there. Because it does, I think it's still a little bit out of timing. But it still runs good, so he's gonna go there, basically put some miles in the car, and bring it back home. So let's see what he thinks about it. Alright, so first fill up. Car's running really good. Looking really good too. Just gonna put up the gas shit and go pick my dad up on, man. This car came out amazing, man. Sounds so good, sounds proper. I just need to go fast now. Just waiting for my dad to pull up now. I'm gonna see his reaction. He might be happy, he might be mad. I did spend a lot of money getting the car running, so we'll see what happens. What do you think?
Love it. Love the sound.
Yeah.
It sounds rough, like in the 80s they used to put the carburetors, Webers. So these have the same look,
Yeah,
but
modern Weber.
with fuel injectors. Yeah.
I'll go more over the car once we get home. I'll show you guys everything I did to it. Hopefully get a good clip of him enjoying it, because this guy, last time I gave him the car, it lasted him an hour before he blew it up.
I promise that I'm gonna take care of it.
Yeah, no, don't blow this one up.
I love the muffler and the suspension.
Oh yeah. This is the best you can do on a first gen Rx7. You can't get better than that. This is happy birthday, Merry Christmas, everything.
For how many years?
He wasn't ready. You ready? Hey, we're racing for pinks. What a riser. Yeah, I never said go. You took off. Thing runs so good right now. I just gotta, I think like the issue we're having is that the belt, the pulley, it's not the factory one, so I can't find TDC. So I'm about to take the rear plugs out, find TDC, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm just gonna cruise on our way home, not get on it too much because I don't want to hurt it. What you're hearing is 7,000 rev limiter. I wanted to keep it low just because I knew I couldn't hold myself back from getting on it. So right now we're only running to 7,000 RPMs, which is safe. So I think like probably like a day or 2 more days I'll do an oil change, get all that braking out of the oil, and then I'll turn it up and turn timing up, turn RPMs up, and then let's see what the car actually has. So the goal is to get it somewhat street tunable before it leaves to Puerto Rico. That way when we come back, it's ready to go and we can have a rematch between the Porsche. I'm pretty confident this car, tuned up like really aggressively, probably can't beat the Porsche. We'll see what happens when the time comes to it, but for now I'm just gonna enjoy the car coming in. This thing just sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, I love it. And it's so cool when it actually works. It's just a lot of money to make NA work. You can turbo the car and be way faster, but for the sound, you can't beat NA. Hey, what happened, buddy?
Oh, you got first because you make a left there.
How did it sound when I passed you?
Sounds noisy. Yeah, a lot of power.
I mean, when you come back from Puerto Rico, we're racing. That should do that.
We'll do it again.
This thing's so much fun to drive, but I am gonna have to give it to my dad, so I will probably, I think before he gets back, I'm probably gonna put a shot of nitrous on the car, just in case I am losing. Hit that button and just disappear. Mama, you like Dad's car?
I like a color.
What color is it?
Yellow.
You hungry? Let's go eat.
It's green.
Back home now. It's a little dark and it's also raining, so I'm gonna do a quick overview of the car just because some people know this car, some people don't. Probably have new people who haven't seen the car before. This is a 1978. I bought it in California. It was a barn find. It was sitting behind the shop for years. No one ever touched it, so I bought it. Turned out to be a dealer special order, so it came in 78 to the dealership. I bought it, put an engine from the Black FC into it, had it running really good, and then the first time I had it, blew the engine. I built them a really badass engine, but the setup was like still like had not been completed, so the car just sat forever. And then finally I got tired of seeing the car sitting, so I brought it to the house, finished it up, and this is what it looks like now. Interior is all original, needs a lot of work. The leather's really good still. This is the clot failed. The carpet's really good. The back, it was kind of shitty, so I cut it out so it looks nicer like that. But the main thing you want to see is what's under the hood. So here we have, it's a 6-port semi-peripheral, GSLC rotors, aluminum flywheel from Racing Beat, coil radiator. It is a budget build, so we didn't put a Haltech on it. We did put it electronically this thing, but regardless, it still works. So it has de-torch pump in the back with real filter, regulator in the front. If we go with that, we can show you the rest of the car. It does have some pretty nasty headers that I made for it. Equal length headers, 2.5 inch all the way to the back, so a Racing Beat muffler. I mean, anything you could pretty much do to a first, and it has it like down to like the radiator lines, GM LS coils. I mean, pretty basic setup, super snappy. And I mean, it runs really good because it has period correct ISU streets with BC Racing Clovers. So the car is pretty much dialed. Should be a fun daily. So I mean, like I said before, this thing did sit for about a year at my dad's house, not running. So the engine's really good. It just needs basically to be broken in a little bit. We usually don't do break-ins, but since I just have a little bit, we're gonna have to do like a little break-in just to make sure everything falls back into place. So the startup's not the best, but it's gonna get better in time. Not bad. See that? No idle air control valve, just straight tuning, and you get the car turned on really nicely. So like I mentioned before, the car is on break-in, so we're gonna do a little more tuning on it. And then once it's tuned right, probably 75 shot, 100 shot of nitrous, and then go race a Porsche. And I'm pretty confident I can beat that car. I know that car can, so you just gotta put the nitrous on it and let it eat. So that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about who's gonna win, the Porsche or the first gen.